Hi students, now in this video we are take the solution of exemplar NCERT exemplar MCQs, that is the multiple choice questions. We have selected some questions from NCERT exemplar and which are very important for examination, and these MCQs are from the control and coordination chapter, right? And these MCQ we are discussed today video, that is about on the chapter control and coordination, biology class 10. Right, so let us start with the number one exemplar question, that is multiple choice question. Here first one question, which of the following statement is correct about receptors? Right, that is very important in examination. Such questions arises more times. Okay, which statement is correct, which statement is incorrect, such questions arise most of the times. So this is one example here. See, so 4 statements are given and you have to select the correct statement. Note down this point. Most of the students are forget that you have to choose the correct statement from these 4 statements, right? Not incorrect. You means 3 incorrect statements and 1 correct statements. So you have to find out the correct statement here, right? Let us see, receptors are given. So we know that different receptors are there: taste receptors, okay, sound receptors, right, pain receptors, heat receptors, right, and sound receptors, smell receptors. Okay, that all receptors are present in our skin, and that is here which statement is correct about receptors. So let us see here, option number 1, gustatory receptors detects taste. This is right. This point is right about gestator. So you have to remember that gustatory receptors, their function is to detect the taste. That is correct. And olfactory detects the smell. That is also correct. Means the first statement is look like correct, right? So that is olfactory in detect. You know about olfactory indicators, right? So that is actually about the smell. So that is you have to remember. Gustatory means they detect this taste, and the olfactory means that it is statement. So number 1 statement is correct. Now let us see other 3 statement why they are wrong. See, let us, both gustatory and olfactory receptors detect smell. That is wrong, right? Except olfactory smell correct, but gustatory is function is to get it to detect the taste, right? So that is this statement is wrong here. Now auditory receptors detect smell. No, auditory means sound, right? Audio, right? Sound. So auditory receptor is to detect the sound, not a smell. So because of that it is wrong. Next, olfactory detects smell. That is correct, but the one pair is here wrong. That is why whole statement is wrong itself. Now the fourth one, olfactory receptor detect taste. No, we already learned that it detect the smell, not taste. Gustatory smell, that also not correct. Gustatory is for detect the taste. So see here, because of that option B is wrong, option C wrong, option D wrong. So option A is correct. Gustatory receptor detects taste and olfactory detect smell. So you have to remember this point, right? So this is the number 1 exemplar. So right students, this is wrote down your notebook. Okay, now let us take the second one, question from the exemplar. Take a second question, right? So electric impulse, question number 2. Electric impulse travel in a neuron from, okay, right? So neuron, option A. So you have to write the correct sequence. Dendrite, first they come to dendrite, and according to option, then axon, then axonal end, and then cell body, right? So write down first, later we discuss on that. Option B is say that first cell body, and then say that dendrite, and then it is say about axon, and then it is say that it is an axonal end, or also got terminal. Okay, terminal, axonal. Option C say that first it is dendrite. Okay, it is a dendrite, and then say that it is cell body, and then say that it is axon, and then say that axonal end, right? This is option D. And option C. Option D is first is a axonal end, and then say that it is next come to axon, and then the neuron travel impulses then travel to cell body, and then travel to dendrite. So see which is the correct sequence in which the electrical impulses are travel from receptor to the end, right? So let us see which option is correct. Before that we have to draw the diagram, right? We know diagram of the neuron here like that, right? This is the diagram of neuron roughly. This is the neuron, right? This is the neuron. This is the neuron body, right? So now let us see. This is the nucleus of neuron, and this is called as cell body. This is called cell body, and this hair-like structure is called as what? Right. That is the dendrite, right? And this whole part is called as what? That is nothing but what? Right. This whole part is called as axon, and these ends are called as what? These ends are called as axonal end or terminal, also called as a terminal. So this is first number one. You know that this first electric pulses travel to the dendrite, and then to the cell body, then to the axon, and then to the axonal end. So let us see where it is match. First dendrite is correct. So dendrite both side is there. So it is option C. This is wrong, B wrong, because there is first dendrite, but cell body is not first dendrite. So this wrong, and D also wrong. So we must require first dendrite. So in both options first dendrite is there, but second is cell body, but second is axon. So it is wrong. So it is correct. They see dendrite, where it is dendrite, right, and the cell body and the axon and the axonal end. So what happened here? Option C is correct, right? Option C is correct. Like that you have to be check the answer. Okay, with help of diagram you can be make the rough diagram, and by using rough diagram you can select the options. So first is dendrite, okay, where it received the impulses, okay, where it acquired the impulse electric, where electrical impulse acquired, it is acquired at the dendrite position, right? It is acquired position, acquired. Here the information is acquired, and here what happened here? Electrical impulse convert into right, chemical impulse, right, chemical impulse, and travel the gap, that is called as a synapse, right? So this is very important. At the axonal end, electrical impulse convert into chemical impulse. And what is dendrite function? It is acquire the knowledge, it is take the knowledge. So that is first acquire knowledge, and then come to the cell body, and then come to axon, and then come to the axonal end, where it is converted into the chemical impulses, right? You have to remember that also, right? So these simple students, these simple questions are there. So like that sequence also they ask in the examination, right? So this is the second one. Please pause the video and write down this one. If you require means write down this, draw this diagram, right? Okay, now let us see question number 3. And these exemplar questions are very important as a point of examination, right? In the examination, most of the time the examiner or the paper setter can take the questions from NCERT exemplar, right? So first, next third question, see here, the question number 3. In a synapse, a chemical signal, is transmitted from, see, just I explain here, transmitted from, just I have explained this point here. So now here you choose the answer, correct answer, right? So option A, dendritic end, right, and of one neuron to axonal end of another, right? So next option B, axon to the cell body, axon to the cell body, of the same neuron, right? Now let us see option C, cell body to axon, cell body to axon and axon end of the same neuron, of the same neuron, correct? Right, cell body, axon of birth, say it. Option D, and then option D, axonal end of one neuron to dendrite end of another neuron. So see, which in a synapse a chemical signal is transmitted from where to where, right? So please take the what is the synapse here. So we know that roughly draw, this is the neuron, right, the dendrite, and after that this is the dendrite, okay, and this is axonal end, right? Now after axonal end another neuron is started, okay, it is a network of neurons, another neuron started, but before starting here one gap is there, and that gap is called as what? Synapse, right? The successive gap between two neurons is called as synapse, right? See here, and I tell you that chemical signals are converted. First it is electrical signal which is come from the dendrite. When it is reached to the end, it is converted into chemical, and then that chemical travel this synapse and reach to the again dendrite of the another axon, right? So first the chemical signals are converted at the axonal end and traveled and passed this and traveled in order to pass this gap and reach to the dendrite, means end to dendrite, end of the one axon to dendrite of the another axon, where it is, see, options D is there, end of one neuron and to dendrite of the another neuron. So what happened here? Axon of the one neuron to dendrite of the another neuron. So what happened? The sequence of travel of chemical signal is transmitted from dendrite end of one neuron to dendrite end of another neuron. So this option D is correct, right students? So like that happened here. So where converted, chemical signals are converted, electrical signals are converted chemical signal axonal end, and that traveled to the another dendrite, and when they touch to the dendrite, then that chemical what happened, again converted into the electrical, and they traveled, and then again chemical is converted to the end of a one neuron and reach to the dendrite of the another neuron, first end, and then it is okay, first and dendrite axonal end, then dendrite of another neuron, right? So like that you have to remember. Means what here, see, shortcut, when the chemical impulse are given, means chemical impulse are travel from chemical to when chemical is there, they travel from end to dendrite, okay, you have to remember that, end to dendrite. When we take about electrical impulses, they travel from dendrite to end, right? That is the reverse thing, but here chemical given, so we take selected end to dendrite, so it is end to dendrite. If in a synapse, so if they ask in a dendrite the signal, the electrical signal is transmitted from, then what happened, from dendrite to end, right? From dendrite to end travel, it is electrical impulse, from end to dendrite travel, it is a chemical, okay, chemical transmission, right? This is signal, right? You have to remember, right? So detail I explain here, so please write down this one, very important question, right? So option D is correct, axon end of one neuron to dendrite of the another neuron. So option D is correct. Now let us take the question number 4, right? So write down question number 4 here. In a neuron, write down, in a neuron, so starting so many questions on neuron is there, right? In a neuron, conversion of, let us see, very important again, in a neuron, neuron, conversion of electrical signal to a chemical signal occur at or in option A cell body, option B axonal end, option C dendrite end, option D axon. So simple, try yourself. The conversion of electrical to chemical. So electrical is come from dendrite to axon, and then axon it is converted into the axon and it is converted to chemical. So at which place? The place where the conversion of electrical to chemical taken place. So cell body is not, so dendrite is no, it is dendrite end no, it is where the electric impulse received. Axon no, so what is happened here? Option B is correct. At the axonal end, I freshly tell about you that in the question about multiple MCQ 3, what as the axonal end there is a conversion of electrical to chemical. When the chemical reach to the dendrite, again it converted into the electrical. So which place? The place where the conversion of electrical to chemical takes place, that is at the axonal end. Okay students, so simple one. Now let us see question number 5 here. What is the question number 5? Again sequence is there. Which is the correct sequence? Which is the correct sequence of the components of a reflex arc, right? Reflex arc, very important. Reflex arc, question mark. Option A, first receptors, right? Correct. First receptors there, it is look like correct. Let us see second. Muscles, no. Okay, muscles. Option next sequence, sensory neuron. Then motor neuron, and the last one is a spinal cord. Last is spinal cord. Okay, let us see option B, receptors, motor neuron, receptors, motor neuron, right? And then spinal cord, and then about sensory neuron. Okay, about a sensory neuron, and then it is option muscles. Okay, muscle. Next option C, it is receptors, and then spinal cord, and then sensory neuron, and then motor neuron, and then muscles. Okay, next option D, receptors, sensory neuron, spinal cord, and then muscles. So see which is correct. So we know that sequence, first when I touch any thing, okay, hot, maybe cold, anything, it is first touched to the skin. So skin having receptors, right? So all thing having receptors, option. So all is correct. Receptors, A, B, C, all receptors. Now second C, when we receptor receive the acquired the information, and that is again detected by the sensory neuron, right? It is sensory in a second position, sensory neuron. See here, sensory neuron second. First receptor correct, second is sensory neuron. Check the diagram. After that is spinal cord, third is spinal cord, and the fourth is then muscles, and then we react, right? So that is correct sequence, right? So option D is correct. So first receptors is there, so it is receptors. So gestator, olfactory is any receptor. So first receptor is there, and after receptor then it is sensation by the sensor neuron, right? And then second position sensory neuron, and third is spinal cord, and fourth is muscles gives you the information, and then we show a action, reflex action we show. It is reflex are after when we get the information sent back by the spinal cord, we remove our hand, we show action, that is called as reflex action, right? So the option D is correct here. So it is simple, students. So please note on this one, right? Now let us take question number 6. Question number 6 here. Question number 6. Some long questions are there. 6. Which of the following statements are true? Which of the following statements are true, right? So let us see Roman 1. Okay, first take the statements and then take options, right? Sudden action in response to something, respond to something in the environment is called reflex action. Statement second say that sensory neuron carry signal from the spinal cord to muscles. Right? Option statement 3, motor neuron or muscles, right? Motor neurons carry signal from receptors to the spinal cord, right? So next fourth statement, the path or the way, okay, the path through which signal are transmitted from a receptor to a muscle or a gland is called reflex arc. So let us see option on fourth statement is given. In this the option A say that statement 1 and statement 2 is correct. Okay, let us see. And option B say that statement 1 and statement 3 is correct. And option C say that statement 1 and 4 correct. And option D say that statement 1, statement 2 and statement 3 correct. which is the correct. See, let us see one by one. Sudden action in response to something in the environment, right? If I touch any something hot, okay, then what happened? Suddenly we jerk our hand back. That is correct statement is there. So first is correct. There is definition of reflex are sudden action or sudden response to any stimuli. We call it any stimuli in the environment or any change in the environment is called as reflex action. This statement is correct, students, right? So see here, option A say that a statement A correct, option C also say that one is correct, and option B also say that one is correct, and option D also say that one is correct. So I still don't know, we didn't find a decision here. So option 1 is correct. Now let us see option B, second option. Statement, sensory neuron carries signal from the spinal cord. No, sensory neuron can receive the signal from the receptors. That is very important. You have to remember. See, receptors, sensory neuron, okay, sensory neuron get a signal from receptors, that is correct, but here reverse given. What sensory neuron carries signal from the, well, no, it is carries signal from receptors. So that is what option 2 is wrong. So see, option A say that statement 2 correct, so option A is wrong here, right? And here see, this also option D say that 2 is correct, but 2 is wrong, so option D also eliminated. Now only A and C and B is there. Only C and B is there. Let us see statement 3 decide which is the correct option, right? If statement 3 is correct means option B is correct. If statement 4 correct means option 4 C is correct. Now let's see statement 3. Motor neuron carries signal from receptor. No, receptor give the signal to the sensory neuron, not to the motor. Motor receive the signal from the spinal cord. It is total reverse, right? See here, sensor neuron get the information from the receptors, right? That is important. And the motor neuron carries signal from the spinal cord, right? So that is total reverse. So option D, the statement 3 is wrong. So what happened? C is option 100% after 4 is, that is correct. That is definition of reflex arc. That is pathway. The path through which signal are from receptor to the then sensor neuron, spinal cord, and then to the muscles. That is correct, right? So which is say that. So C is a correct statement. So what happened? The statement 1 and the statement 4 is correct. So you have to be remember student this one. Okay, how do you check the answers here, right? So point this, remember, sensory neuron carries signal from receptors, right? And then motor neuron carries signal from spinal cord. You have to remember that. But here totally give reverse, ulta, right? Let us take next question, student. That is question number 7. And question number 7 also like that. Okay, select these statements, right? So let us take question number 7 here. Such questions are maybe possible examination, right? Any one question maybe from any one chapter, such questions are there. Which of statements are correct? Okay, they give 4 statements and you have to select any 3 statement or 2 statement, right? Correct. Or sometimes only one statement is correct or all is wrong, right? So carefully you have to judge the answers. Now question number 7, right? So which of the following statements are statements are true about the brain. Now let us see. Now Roman for statement number 1. The main thinking part of brain is hindbrain is the hindbrain. Statement second, centers of hearing smell, memory, sight, etc. are located in forebrain statement. Third state that involuntary actions like salivation, vomiting, blood pressure are controlled by the medulla in the hindbrain. And last statement 4, cerebellum does not control the posture and balance of the body, right? So let us see which statements are correct. So option A says that statement 1 and 2 correct. Option B say that statement 1, statement 2 and statement 3 is correct. Option B say that. And option C that statement 2 and statement 3 is correct. And option D statement 1, 2, 3 and statement 3 and statement 4 is correct. So see which is the correct statement here, right? So see first statement, the main thinking part of the brain is hindbrain. No, right? We know that the main thinking part of the brain is forebrain, right? But hindbrain, it is wrong. So see which statement. Option A say that 1 is correct, so it is wrong because statement 1 is wrong. So option 1 is wrong, option B is wrong. Now see option D and option C is now there. Now let us decide statement 2. The centers of the hearing, smell, memory, sight, etc. located in forebrain, right? That is correct. So option C is correct. Almost we get the answer here. In the D option 2, statement 2 is not there. So option C is correct. Let us see statement 3 here. To 100% say that C is correct. Involuntary action, salivation, BP, all intellectual controlled by the hindbrain. That is also correct. This is statement also correct. 4 is wrong. Cerebellum control the posture, but here not given. So option statement 4 is wrong. So option C is correct. See how we check it is simple. We know that second is correct, but here second is not present. Okay, second is, if you know that first is wrong, so what happened? If first is wrong means this statement is not true because of it involve first, which is a wrong statement, and we get these two options left. And here we observe that 2 is correct, but here 2 is not given in the D. So D is not, option is wrong actually. So what happened? The C is the correct answer. Right students, how do we check the answers here? Okay, so let us write down this one. Now come to the question, that is 8, question number 8. So this is here, not confuse here. Cerebellum does control, not is there. Okay, because of that is wrong. Okay, if not means there, what happened? The third also, fourth also correct. So cerebellum actually they control the body posture and the balance of the body. That is the function of cerebellum in the hindbrain. So that is very important, you have to remember, right? So it is present in the hindbrain and that function is to control the balance and posture of the body. So that is correct, but not is given means it is actually statement is wrong. Okay, so let us take the question number N2, 8. Question number aunt, right? So see the question number 8 is, which is small, right? C8, again C repeated, posture and balance and balance of the body is controlled by option A, cerebrum. So we know that cerebrum is the thing, but it is in forebrain. Okay, it is not, right? So B, cerebellum option C, medulla, and also the medulla oblongata and pons, right? So we know that simple question. Now just I explain the body posture and the balance of the body is controlled by the cerebellum in the hind brain, right? Hind brain. So answer B is correct here. So answer B is correct here. So see question number 9. Question number 9. Spinal cord originates from option A, originates from, it is cerebrum, impossible. So cerebrum top is there, so it is not possible. So next medulla, next option B is medulla, and then pons, and D is cerebellum. So which is correct, students? Spinal cord is originated from, that is what? Medulla is a correct option, right? Medulla is the correct option. You have to remember that one. Next, now let us take about the question number 10 here. The movement of, simple one, the movement of shoot towards light or sunlight is called option A, geotropism. Easiest question, simple question, you know the answer. Hydrotropism, option C, chemotropism, option D, phototropism, right? So let us see. Photo, nothing but light, right? We know that's option D is correct, right? Not need to more explanation here. Now we know what is geotropism, route towards the gravity. What is chemotropism? The development of pollen tube, right, towards the ovary, or also the movement of the minerals and nitrates, okay, from water to this body of the cell, inside the body of the plant. That is chemotropism. And the chemical. Now let us, what hydro? It is water. The movement of the root towards the water, okay, water content, water concentration. So it is called as hydrotropism. So it is called about the light. Light is a sunlight. So it is what? Phototropism. Right, students? So this is what another simple and direct question. Okay, that is called direct question. Now let us take the question number 11. Question number 11 here. Question number 11. The main function of abscisic acid in plants is to option A, increase the length of the cell, option B, promote cell division, right? Option C, inhibit growth, and option D, promote the growth of stem. So see here the main function of abscisic acid, it is plant hormone, right? There are two types of hormone. One is growth hormone, one is a growth inhibitors hormone. So in growth inhibitors there are two hormones, one is ethylene and one is abscisic acid. And the growth hormones are auxin, gibberellin and cytokinin. So see, let us see, increase the length of the cell. No, it is for auxin. Auxin function. No, it is not a abscisic acid function. Now promote cell division. No, it is cytokinin. So it is also not. And inhibit growth, that is correct. That is the abscisic acid, and promote the growth of the stem, it is gibberellin. Okay, it is gibberellin. So what happened here? Option C is correct, inhibits the growth. So direct question here, direct question. No twist, is a direct question. Okay, direct question. Now let us take some another important question. Number 12, place is there. So question 12. Which of the following is not associated with the growth of a plant, right? And means which is not a growth hormone here, so we can remove which is not a growth hormone. So auxin, no, auxin is a growth hormone, so it is not correct. And then gibberellin, so it is also growth hormone, that is called as the phytohormones. And cytokinin, no, it is a growth hormone, which is a cell division takes place. And option D is actually right here, that is what? Abscisic acid. So option C is correct, which is not a growth hormone, right? So which of the following is not associated with? Here, not associated means this is not a growth hormone. So these all are called as a growth hormone. Option A, B and C are called a growth hormone or phytohormones, which involve in the growth. It is about length of the height of the plant, it is about the growth of the stem, and it is about the cell division, right? So the growth hormone, but as abscisic acid it is not a growth hormone, it is an growth inhibitors. Okay, so option D is correct here. Okay students, so let us take the question number 13. Let's take the question number 13 here. Iodine is necessary for the synthesis of which hormone? Option A, so it is all about the animal hormones, right? Adrenaline, okay, adrenal. And option B, it is about thyroxine. And option C, auxin. And option C, insulin, right? So which is required, which mineral is required for making of the so mineral iodine is required to making which hormone? So see here, adrenaline hormone, it is not related to the, so it is present in the about the kidney, left and right side in pair. It is not. Thyroxine is the correct, right? Which is present in thyroid gland. So thyroid glands are secretes thyroxine hormone with help of the iodine. That is why the doctor recommend the goiter patient to take the iodine salt to produce the thyroxine. If there is no thyroxine, the disease is called goiter is attacked. Okay, so option B is correct. Okay, direct question. Question number 14. Choose the correct statement. Choose the correct statement about insulin, right? Option A, it produced from pancreas. It is produced from incorrect, not a correct, incorrect. Choose the incorrect, means 3 correct, 1 is wrong statement. Okay, you have to find the incorrect statement. It is produced from pancreas. Option B, it regulates the growth. It regulates the growth and development of the body, and the C, it regulates blood sugar level. Option D, insufficient secretion. Insufficient secretion with deficiency of insulin will cause diabetes. Let's see which is the incorrect statement, which only three statements are correct, one is wrong. Let us see. Insulin is produced by the pancreas, correct? Right? Produced by the pancreas. It regulates the growth and development of the body. No, it is growth hormone. It is related to the growth hormone. It is the pituitary gland secrete the growth hormone, but insulin not even the growth. So that is B is wrong. That we get. Let us check from C and D. C, it regulates the blood sugar level, right? Whenever there is an high level blood sugar level, the insulin is produced. Whenever in the body the sugar level is high, then what happened? The insulin is produced. So it is correct. And then insufficient secretion, if there is a deficiency of insulin in the body, it is to diabetes. Okay, that is what sugar disease, the diabetes, so that is takes place. So that is also correct. So option B is wrong here, because the growth and development is not a function of insulin, it is a function of a pituitary hormone, that is growth hormone. Okay student, this total question number, that question is there again on the function. So we observe that on the function there are so many questions are there. What is the function of auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin? Also you have run. What is the function of adrenaline gland, adrenaline hormone? What is the function of testosterone, estrogen, and then function of insulin? That is very important. On that functions they ask the multiples, right? Which are the following the function of? Okay, write that questions or statements, wrong proof, wrong statement, correct statements, all are important, right? So you have to solve means you have to read all the functions of important functions of all that hormones and all the parts related to the brain, right? That is important. Now question number 15, right? Select the mismatch pair. Very important, again very important question. Such questions are also repeated. Select the mismatch pair. Select the mismatch pair. So first one, option A, adrenaline. Okay, so it is pituitary gland. This is the one pair. Second pair, testosterone. It is testis. Okay, and option C, estrogen, ovary. Then option D, thyroxine, that is thyroid gland. So see which pair is not matched. See first option D, thyroxine, thyroid gland, match, correct match, right? The thyroxine hormone gland is thyroid gland, correct. Now estrogen is an organ, that is ovary it is a hormone, ovary of female, and it is the hormone, correct. And testis is an okay, that is for part a gland of male, and the testosterone is hormone, right? But here pituitary produce the growth hormone, not adrenaline hormone. So it is what it is mismatch. So option A is correct. So what happened here? Option A is correct. Okay, option A is correct here, right students? So this is the one very important. Now question number 16. Question number 16. The shape of guard cells, the shape of guard cells, the guard cells present in the stomata, right? Guard cells changes due to change in option A, means the guard cells are close open, that is changing, close or open. Okay, that change was why close, why open, what factor caused the opening and closing of stomata, opening and closing of the guard cells, what cause is there, what force is there. So you have to be identify here. That is because of the protein composition. There is one option, protein composition. Protein, because of protein composition this happened, maybe. Okay, let us discuss. Or maybe temperature of cells, temperature variation, temperature of cells. Maybe option C, amount of water in the cell, amount of water in cells. Maybe option D, position of the nucleus in the cell. So see, the stomata, the guard cells are open or closed, it is because of the movement of the water, right? That is the correct. When the water is enter into the stomata, what happened? The stomata is swollen and stomata is open. When the water is exit from the stomata is shrink, it is closed, stomata is closed. So that is called as the movement of water is the correct answer, right? So the movement of the water in the cell is a factor which is reason for the change the shape of the guard cells. Understand? So movement of the water is important. If water enter, the stomata open. When the water is exit, the stomata is closed. Right? So this is very important. Right? So let us see the question number 17. Question number 17. Question number 17. The growth of tendril. The growth of tendril in pea plant is due to, right? Due to option A, effect of light. Option B, effect of gravity. Option C, rapid cell division. Rapid cell division in tendril cells that are away from the support. And option D, rapid cell division in the same cells in contact with the support. One is away from the support and one is contact with the support. Which is correct? We read in the NCERT, it is away from the support, right? The part of the tendril which are away from the support, they are rapid growth. They show the rapid growth. That is moment, the moment due to the growth, right? The moment due to the growth. There are two types of moment. Moment depend on the growth, moment independent on the growth. So moment depend on the growth, it is example for tendrils, right? The part of a tendril which are away from the support are growth very rapidly. So that is the away from the support. So this one, the option C is correct. And another is the independent on growth, right? Independent on growth means, for example, the sensitive plant. When touch this sensitive plant, it is closed itself. That is called a folded itself. It is a independent on growth. That is the moment in plants. But this question is on the moment due to the growth. Okay, moment due to the growth, and the tendrils growth because of the away from the support. That part is go very rapidly, very speedily, right? So this is question number 17, right? Now come to the question number 18 here. Question number 18. The growth of pollen tubes the growth of pollen tubes towards ovules is due to option A, hydrotropism, option B, chemotropism, option C, geotropism, option D, phototropism. So simple direct question, simple. So no hydro because it is water, so it is not water given. No geo, gravity. No photo, light. So correct is what? Chemo. So just I explain the pollen tubes grow toward ovules called chemotropism, right? So that is chemical movement, right? So this is question number 18. Now come to the question number 19. Question number 19 here. The movement of sunflower, the movement of sunflower is accordance with the path of the sun is due to, okay, where is the sun, that direction the sunlight is, the sunflower is move, right? And that is actually example of which movement is there. So it is the phototropism, or it is geotropism, or it is chemotropism, or it is hydrotropism. Okay, I can hydrotropism. So which is the answer, students? Right, very good. That is what here what given? Sunflower, sunlight given. So what happened here? Phototropism is a correct answer. Right? It is a correct answer. So question number 19 it is. Right, students? Now come to the question number 20. Okay. Now question number, see these are called as direct questions. There is no twist, nothing there. Okay, direct questions, direct definitions are there. Right? So question number 20. Right, the substance that triggers the fall of mature leaves and fruits from plants is due to option A, auxin, option B, gibberellin, option C, abscisic acid, option B, abscisic acid, option D, cytokinin. So which is right? This is not because growth, this is also not because growth, this is also not because growth. So here growth is stop. The substance that triggered the fallen of the leaves, it is what? Stop of growth. It is what? Option C is correct, abscisic acid, right? So this is one abscisic acid. Now question number 21 here. Question number 21. Question number 21. So take involuntary actions. Involuntary actions in the body are controlled by. So option A, medulla in forebrain. No, medulla is not present in forebrain, right? Medulla in forebrain Option B, medulla in hindbrain. Medulla in hindbrain. Option B, medulla in repeated this midbrain. Medulla in it is midbrain. Okay, it is mid, not hind. It is midbrain, it is hindbrain. Option C is medulla in hindbrain, right? And then option D, a medulla in spinal cord. No, medulla in spinal cord. So we know that medulla is present, in hindbrain, right? So that is simple answer. Medulla not a forebrain. The position of medulla is not in midbrain, and the medulla is not present in spinal cord, is present in the medulla in hindbrain. We know that medulla in the hindbrain control the body postures, all things. Okay, that is a simple one. Okay, sorry, medulla in the hindbrain are control the vomiting, blood pressure, all these things in the hindbrain. So that is what involuntary actions. Okay, means salivation, BP, blood pressure, right? That all related to the medulla in the hindbrain, correct? So not confuse here. It is hindbrain. We struck. It is clear. We struck here. It is hind or mid. It is a hindbrain. Remember that. Okay. Practice so many times. You get perfect. Right. So medulla and hindbrain. Now come to the question number 22. Question number 22. Question number 22. Which of the following is not an involuntary action? Which of the following is not a involuntary actions? Involuntary action. What is involuntary? The action which are not under our control. It is out of control. It is not controlled by our sense. Okay, right? So vomiting. Option B, salivation. Option C, heartbeat, dhak, and then chewing. Right? So let us see, very important. So we know that vomiting, salivation and heartbeat are the involuntary action controlled by medulla in the hindbrain. Right? So these are involuntary action. So simple one, chewing is not an involuntary action. It is under our control. We can chew or not. Right? So option D is correct. Option D is correct, students. Right? So I can take some other questions. I can jump some questions because they are so long is there. So I can jump long questions. You can practice that question. Okay, yourself. I can make here short questions some. Okay. So because it is easy to write me on the board, right? Some questions are very long, so I can skip that one and come to the another very important one. Okay. So I can finish at 22. Now take 23. Right? A doctor advised a person to take an injection of insulin because option A, his BP was low. Okay, and option C, his heart was beating slowly. Option C, he was suffering from goiter. And option D, sugar, his sugar level in blood was high. So what is correct here? So simple C, BP no, blood pressure not responsive to insulin. So we know the insulin is related to the blood sugar level, right? Blood sugar level. So this is not possible, and suffering from goiter, iodine is there. Doctor recommend here iodine. Here doctor recommend iodine, not insulin, right? In the goiter, iodine is important, but the sugar level is, that is what the correct option. Option D is correct. That sugar level in the blood was high, so that is insulin, right students? So this is what another important one, right? So let us take another simple one question, that is direct question 24. Question number 24 here. The hormone which increases 24, right? 24. The hormone which increases the fertility in male is called, so option A estrogen, option B testosterone, option C insulin, option D growth hormone. So see the hormone which increase the fertility, that is puberty, okay, that is at the stage of puberty, which hormone released in the male. So estrogen is a female, right, and then estrogen is a male, that is correct, okay, that is option B is correct. But insulin is for high blood sugar level, though that is option is wrong. And growth hormones for growth, regulate the growth and development, okay, so that is the rated 2. So what is option? Option B is here correct. So let us see the question number 25 here. That is next one. Which of the following endocrine gland is unpaid? That is very important. Which of the following endocrine glands is unpaid? Unpaired means they are single, okay, they are not in pair. Option A adrenal, option B testis, option C pituitary, option D ovary, right? So see, adrenaline is pair, one left side and right side. Testis right, it is also pair. Ovary left right also pair, but pituitary only single, it is single, okay. So what option C is correct here, right students? So this is very important, have to be remember, right? So these are some important questions which are be asked in the examination, right? So another question, take 25, okay. Question number 26, I can take direct questions here more. 26 question number here, see what is that? The junction between two neurons is called cell junction, or neuromuscular junction, or neural joint, or C it is called synapse. So what is that? Option D is called as synapse is the correct answer, okay students. So these are all very important questions we have studied here. So one last question is there, in humans the life process are controlled and regulated by, it is actually by the nervous system and endocrine system, right? So that is life process all control is by, that is one is endocrine system, that is hormones, and one is the nervous system, that is neuron, right? So these are last questions, so it is enough for you. These are all direct questions are there which we are take from the NCERT, and some questions are left because why? Because of so long, and it take a more time to write on the board, so you can go and practice that also, okay, which is presenting NCERT exemplar chapter that is control and coordination, right? So today we learn very important direct questions and some test questions in from the control and coordination, right? So these MCQs are very helpful for you coming in SSC examination, and from these maybe some questions are directly asked or maybe some are twisted here. So as per the government, they ask very easy questions, they told, right? So hope these questions are very important and these questions are help in the examination, and this video is very useful for you, okay. So in this class we come with another very important chapter of biology class 10, and with the very important MCQs from NCERT and from previous board examinations, okay. So meet in the next video with the next new important chapter with their MCQs, okay. Thank you so much.